This will be a visual and narrative study on the last episode of JJK Season 3 Part 1. I'll focus on the highlights. At the start of the episode, Yuta is given a clear goal: protect civilians. He can do this by getting enough points to add a rule change and stopping the villains in his colony. Then he meets his first obstacle, Kuro Urushi. His danger is established when he kills two civilians Yuta was trying to save. Yuta's main problem is the curse spirit. His solution is using reverse cursed energy to kill it. However, there's a second problem. Yuta senses two curse users watching him, so he wants to defeat the roach while hiding his ability to use RCT from them. Most of the info so far is delivered through monologues. Yuta eventually defeats the spirit by using RCT through his mouth, solving one problem, but Uro picks up on it, which means that he failed his second problem. Weaving multiple problems together at the same time makes the plot more complex. This starts the main fight of the episode. As Yuta vs Uro starts, they take a break to have a conversation that adds character development. We learn about her values and have the start to an ideological battle. Then Ryu joins the fight. An interesting detail is that both curse users are introduced with their curse technique. Uro first appears by removing her invisibility and attacking while flying. In Ryu's introduction, we see his hair fire a blast before we even see him. This focus on the unique magic fits with JJK's tendency to prioritize abilities over character development. That doesn't mean that the story has bad character development. It focuses on certain things with its characters and to great effect. Design, powers, personality. These three key features are how important characters are usually introduced. An interesting or cool design that stands out, cool powers that are used in clever ways, a distinct and easily identifiable personality. Uro is a naked woman that covers her bits with her sky manipulation ability. The whites of her eyes are black, and she has pink hair that's always flying, as is she. That's a unique design. Her sky manipulation looks unique and is used in different ways. Her personality is very hot-headed and angry. Ryu looks like a biker gang delinquent with his pompadour and his fur-lined leather jacket. His ability is to shoot lasers from his pompadour like a cannon. His personality is a fight-loving berserker who always makes food metaphors. These two characters don't really go deeper than design, powers, and personality, but it seems like the fans really love them, so it's at least effective to the fans. Not all characters get good development, but the story trades that in for specialization in memorable characters and fights. Other people I think fit this are Naoya, Higuruma, Reggie, Kashimo, and Hakari. I believe that studying the objective patterns in great stories is the best way to learn how to write and imitate the skills of the pros. A video I saw recently that compared improving filmmaking to studying the footage of opposing teams in sports inspired me to try something ambitious by taking this belief to the extreme. I won't analyze the tactics in this fight again because I already have a video on that. Like in many battle manga, the characters talk during the fight. This establishes Ryu's food metaphors. It also sets up his mini journey of satisfaction. The setup here is that Ryu is unsatisfied with something. He wants a dessert, a good fight. By the end of the fight, he'll be satisfied. Setup and payoff. In the manga, the narration about his explosive energy bursts hypes him up and makes him more dangerous. When Yuta punches the blast, Ryu thinks that Yuta might be his dessert. But once Yuta starts getting tired, Ryu thinks that it's not him, developing the journey even more. That brings us to a tone reversal. Yuta getting tired and Ryu's monologue set a negative tone for Yuta since it seems like he's losing. Yuta summoning Rika reverses the tone back to positive, creating an epic moment. The story charges up to this, with Ryu's monologue, then Yuta's monologue, then silence, then Yuta dramatically putting on a ring and summoning his Shikigami. The anime even copies the manga's art style to enhance the scene. Building up the negative tone and then suddenly switching it back to positive creates an exciting and memorable moment. The surprise reaction shots from the two opponents enhance it even more. Anime love to have surprise reactions or dramatic reactions after something epic happens. It makes it feel like the character just did something inhuman or legendary, which makes it cooler. When Yuta uses cursed speech, Uro has another surprise reaction. Character development for Uro's past is given in narration. This Fujiwara connection makes the fight more personal for her, but unfortunately, this is kinda skimmed over. The narration quickly explains Yuta copying Daru's technique, and Uro's surprise makes the play cooler. Yuta and Uro conclude their ideological battle from before, but not through action, just words. Then the three-way domain happens. This moment is also charged up to. As Ryu beats his chest, he starts monologuing, and the shots cut between him and his surrounding cracking. Close-ups of all of their eyes are shown. The cinematic black bars appear as they begin to pose. Then we see their final poses in 3 panels with the manga art style. That's a charged attack. The barrier breaks and the 4 fighters pose for the camera. The narrator explains why Ryu can still use his tech as he knocks out 2 combatants. In the final 1v1, Yuta's decision to not use the most effective play and instead try to satisfy Ryu's hunger is character development that enhances the fight. Yuta gains respect for his opponent and shows great sportsmanship. You could even call this a small character arc because this isn't an action he would have taken at the start of the fight. This moment enhances Ryu's journey that has been set up, enhancing the scene overall. This info is quickly delivered through narration again. The music building up and the 2 close-ups charge the moment of the beam struggle. and then Okotsu using Uro's technique is charged up too as well. Ryu has a monologue about how Yuta doesn't have his tech, setting the negative tone. We get a 3-peat of him firing his blast, and a slow-mo of Yuta running towards the blast as the narrator explains that Yuta's tech is restored. Yuta brings out sky manipulation to block the attack, creating a positive tone reversal that was enhanced by the charge-up. Ryu's surprise makes it cooler. Rika's time runs out and Yuta is alone, setting a negative tone again. It feels like he might lose. The food metaphor returns to remind us of the dessert Ryu's been looking for. Then Yuta ends the fight with a play that even the audience couldn't predict. A stylish finisher that gives Ryu the satisfying dessert he was seeking. As he wins the fight, Ryu completes his mini-journey. Now, I can look back and see the most important elements that contributed to the entertainment of this episode. For the fundamentals, there are clear problems and solutions in the plot. Chaining and weaving together multiple problems at the same time increases complexity. The story does a decent amount with character. Ryu is developed with a small subplot. His problem is that he wants a satisfying fight, but can't get it. This is solved when Yuta gives it to him after having a character arc of his own. Connecting Yuta's arc to Ryu's problem, and then solving Ryu's dessert problem and Yuta's curse user problem at the same time with the finishing blow, magnifies the impact of all the atoms of the story at play. Combining atoms results in powerful chain reactions. Uro has values, backstory, and an ideological battle with Yuta. Uro's ideological battle and Ryu's dessert are both set up and paid off during the fight. The trick the story uses to do this is fight breaks, brief periods where characters stop fighting to talk. A lot of anime do this, but now you can see why it's effective. The story uses a lot of inner monologues and includes a narrator to quickly deliver information. This episode had a couple of tone reversals and charged attacks. A positive tone reversal is when the tone of a scene is negative and then suddenly switches to positive. A charged attack is when the story builds up to an upcoming moment with shots, actions, beats, music, etc. Any writing tool at their disposal to make the following moment even cooler. Yuta's first sky manipulation combined tone reversal with charged attack, making it epic. This episode also had a few surprise reactions that make the thing that they're reacting to cooler. The context that even an expert is surprised by the move makes said move feel exceptional. The reactors don't even have to be experts. Finally, the character philosophy of DPP is clear. Design powers personality. All 3 pieces are executed well for Ryu and Uro. The tactics make this a phenomenal fight, but all of these essential writing techniques make this a phenomenal episode, a phenomenal experience. These are the most effective writing techniques I caught in the episode. Now, if you were to write an episode in a story by using all of these architectural techniques and adapting them to whatever genre your story is in, without copying the surface level ideas from JJK, you would create a similar yet unique experience. It would feel as well written as this episode, but it would also feel like its own thing.